Hi, I'm Virtual Bro, and I am always looking for the best VR games. You know, the ones that are actually worth your time. But why do I do this? Well, walk with me. Ever since I first tried VR, I've been hooked. It all started years back when the original PlayStation VR launched, and then a few years later I got a Quest 2, and now I'm lucky enough to own a Quest 3. Yet across every headset I've owned, I've always run into the same issue, figuring out which games are actually worth playing. Because as you know, virtual reality is kind of a big commitment. Not only do you have to spend hundreds if not thousands of dollars just to get the VR headset, but then you have to spend more just to buy the games to use it. And I guess the same can be said for any game console or PC, but when it feels like half the VR game library consists of cheap cash grabs or unfinished betas, I understand why VR is so difficult to get into. There are very few established franchises in the VR space, and even when there are, the quality of that game is still a toss-up. So what you really need is a guide. Someone who can show you what you're missing out on and point you in the right direction. Let me show you what I mean. This is the current state of AAA VR games. And this is one of the better examples. I actually loved parts of this game and dedicated a whole video to it. But I can't deny how disappointing it is to see these major studios release games that feel years behind what the passionate indie developers and modders can achieve. And even when they do deliver on quality, they often lack the length or replay value necessary to keep a VR game alive long term. That's why you're always so skeptical when it comes to investing time and money into a new VR game. And because of this, there are so many genuinely good VR games that you might not give a chance. So the goal of this channel is to help you find those worthwhile VR games. And while so far I've only focused on standalone Quest games, this year I'm going to be diving into PC VR, which I'm super excited to get into. But what gives me the credibility to talk about and analyze these games? Well, nothing. I just make good videos, I guess. But I've bought and played so many VR games over the years, which, along with my need to obsessively analyze everything I'm passionate about, means that I at least know what makes a good VR game, at least according to my taste. And so my goal with each video is to show you what each game is actually like to play. Or at least showcase the aspects of it I find noteworthy. But these videos do take a lot of time and effort to make. This bad boy took me 2 weeks to write, record, and edit, and sometimes the effort is worth it, but sometimes it's not. Which is why I've always been open to sponsorships that help make these videos possible. But I know there can be some distrust when it comes to sponsored content, which is why I wanted to clear up any confusion here. My opinion cannot be bought. So while a company may sponsor me to cover a game on my channel, I always make sure the agreement stays at that, such that my words and opinions are always my own. You will know when I love a game, and you'll know when I don't. But I do always try to stay optimistic. As a huge fan of VR, I want it to continue to grow in popularity. And if I pointed out everything a game gets wrong, you'd probably miss out on how much it gets right. But like I said, these videos take a while to make and I can't cover everything. So to help keep you well informed, I'll have links in the descriptions to a few other VR channels that I recommend you subscribe to as well. These guys have been huge inspirations to me, so I just wanted to show some appreciation for what they do for the VR community. I'm super happy to be a part of it. I'm super excited for this to be my first full year on YouTube. And if you watched this far into the video, hopefully that means you're along for the ride. So thank you, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. I'm Virtual Bro, and I'll see you in the next one.